The purpose of the dissertation was to look at cause and effect in convenience store chains, 5 or more, of where their administrative costs came from. What this was born of was my 30 years of experience, where I would go around to different chains just for various reasons. And one case, I'd see a 20-store chain with 3 people in the office, and the next 20-store chain would have 12 people in the office. And I was always real curious as to why one chain could be more efficient than the next. And also looking at what they did, what kinds of things did they have? Did they have lottery? Did they have fast food? What did they have? So I was looking for relationships between the choices a chain makes and the administrative costs that they would incur. I was looking for specific hypotheses. I ended up with actually 15 specific hypotheses, and quite frankly, I didn't get enough data to validate most of them. But what we did do is we did what was called a mixed method survey, and so we started searching into the data. We went sort of deep rather than broad with the research, and we came up with several conclusions. Some of them are sort of common sense, but now we actually have data to back these things up. First off, size matters. There are definitely economies of scale. Larger chains have lower cost per store than smaller chains, and this was very consistent and across the board. So size was validated. The second thing was we looked at complexity and competency within these chains, and what we found out was that complexity did not matter. The complexity of the chain, the complexity of the operation seemed not to have much effect on administrative costs. It was the size of the operation, and I thought that was sort of interesting, because I thought one business that's more complex than the next may or may not experience these really high costs. Well, it turned out not to be a big influencer. The other big area of conclusion was automation works. Now that's sort of a duh moment. Yes, automation works, but it works significantly well in my interviews, in the mixed methods. Part of what mixed methods means is that you're going to go out and interview people and ask them questions. And in that, we asked them about their automation. And we had some that said, well, we're not even on Pricebook, and others who are doing 100% end-to-end automation on stuff. And what came out of that was that those who are automated are way more efficient. Their costs per store are way lower than those who are not automated. So again, sort of a duh moment, but now we have evidence that actually says this happens to be the case. Within that, though, there was a little pearl that we thought was interesting. Automating your fuel seems not to matter as much as automating your merchandise. Merchandise automation, so vendor invoices, scanning, those kinds of things, has a real big payoff. Fuel has a small payoff.